Hello everyone. Welcome to this step-by-step guide on how to approach the interactive writing section in the Duolingo English test. Many students find this part tricky because they don't know how to structure the answer or what to include. But don't you worry. In this video, I'll walk you through a simple, effective strategy that will help you write clear, well-structured responses that will make you score higher. By the end of this lesson, you will know exactly how to approach the question, organize your thoughts, and expand your answer to make it stronger. So let's get started. So, first things first, what exactly is the interactive writing section? This part of the test is designed to check how well you can express your thoughts in English. You will receive a question or topic, and your job is to write a response that is clear, logical, and well structured. Now, here's something important. There are two parts to this question. In part 1, you will get 5 minutes to write your response. This is where you need to structure your answer properly and give your main arguments. In the part 2, after that you will receive a follow-up question and you will have 3 minutes to expand your response. This means that you will be asked to add more details, examples, or explanation. The test is simply checking a few key things, that is your grammar. That means that are your sentences correct? Then your coherence, that means does your answer make sense and flow well? Then is your vocabulary. That means are you using appropriate words? Then is your relevance. That means that are you answering the questions properly? Now that you know what to expect, let's move on to the best strategy for answering this question. Now, let's talk about the best way to answer this question. You don't want to waste time thinking too much, so having a simple strategy makes it easier. So, in step 1, you need to understand the prompt. That means the first thing you should do is carefully read the question. You need to pay attention to the keywords in the prompt so that these words will tell you exactly what you need to write. In the step 2, you need to plan your response, which means before you start writing, take a few seconds to plan. Your response should have 3 parts. Introduction. This is where you introduce your opinion or main idea. Then is the body, where you explain your points with reasons or examples. Then comes the conclusion, which is the final summary of your opinion. So a well-organized answer always scores higher than an answer that is all over the place. In step 3, you need to make sure that you write clearly. So when you write, you don't try to overly complicate words or use long sentences to explain your answer. The best responses are written in clear, simple, and correct English. So you need to use proper grammar, use a variety of sentences that structure which are not short but are also simpler in reading. Then you need to connect your ideas smoothly using words like because, for example, or on the other hand. Then coming to the fourth step, where you will revise and expand your answer in the second part. So in the second part, you will have 3 minutes to add more information. Here you can give examples like the real life situations that make your answer stronger, or provide facts. If you know any statistics or data, you can include them, or explain whatever points you have written further, which clarify why your opinion makes sense. Alright, now that we have a solid plan, let's look at an example question. Here's an example question. The topic is technology and whether it has made life easier or more complicated. Now, notice that the question asks for your opinion. This means you need to take a clear stance. That means, do you agree that technology makes life easier, or do you think it makes things more complicated? Or maybe you have a balanced opinion where both sides are true. Once you decide your opinion, you can start structuring your response. Let's see how that works. Alright, here's how we can structure our response in part 1. So the first one is introduction. We start with a strong opening sentence. For example, Technology has transformed our daily lives. This immediately introduces the topic. Now, coming to the main body, now we can provide two key points. First, we talk about the benefits, which is easy communication and access to information. Then we mention about the drawbacks, which is that it creates a distraction and has privacy concerns. Now, coming to the conclusion, finally, we summarize our opinion by saying overall, technology has more benefits than drawbacks. This keeps the response clear, logical, and well structured. In part 2, we need to expand our response by adding more details. Here's how you can do that. So, by adding more examples, like instead of saying technology helps communication, we can add, for example, social media helps us connect with friends worldwide instantly. Then second could be providing facts or data. Like studies show that 85% of the students use technology for education daily. This makes your answer more credible. Now, clarifying your opinion, which means you can add a sentence explaining why you believe this is true. You can add any personal experience or a personal data or example which can make the answer look more credible and clarify that why do you so strongly believe that your opinion is right. So by doing this, your response will be richer, stronger, and more convincing. So before we end, here are some final tips. You need to make sure that you read the question carefully and plan before writing. You should use simple, clear, and grammatically correct sentences. You should always try to expand your answer in part 2 by using examples and reasonings as we discussed earlier. And of course, last but not the least, you should always proofread before submitting your answer. So with practice, this approach will become easy and you'll score higher in Duolingo English test. That's it for today's lesson. Keep practicing and best of luck for your test.